Milky Subway, the Galactic Limited Express is dope. What is that, you may ask? It is a labor of love from the recent summer 2025 anime season, airing on both television and the YouTube channel specifically for the series. It is technically a sequel to Milky Highway, a 3.5-minute ONA from 2022. Combine that with the 12 episodes from the actual series and you have yourself 13 short little pieces of greatness. Yes, the runtime for the episodes are also pretty short, similar to the ONA in overall length. The time investment here isn't a big one, like 40 to 50 minutes total. If you cut out the opening and the ending, it's even less, but do not cut out the opening and the ending because they slap and are like 5 to 10 seconds long, because if they were normal length, that'd be the whole episode. And I tell you all this to say, for such a short runtime, this series manages to make such an impact. But first, I should probably tell you what the heck the series is even about. The series follows a ragtag team of a superhuman and a cyborg who got arrested for reckless space driving in the original ONA, and they are sentenced to clean the Milky Subway, an old interplanetary train. And as boring and normal as it sounds for a space adventure, shit goes down, characters are met, bonds are formed, fights are won, fights are lost, ships are teased, and trains go new. The dialogue is so witty, so snappy, everything has a comeback, and despite the characters always talking over one another, which I assume is due to the short runtime, it succeeds at working around it by making it part of the joke, part of the chaos, because this is a chaotic comedy at the end of the day, and it's pretty damn entertaining. I'm very happy with the screenwriting with this one, not only because of the conversations, but with how they interact with the environment and use it as a storytelling tool as well. But I want to stick to the topic of yapping, because next I'm gonna talk, you get it? About the voice acting. I love the cast of the Japanese version. There's a lot of personality in there. But let's say I wanted to watch it in English. Well, I'd be in luck. In fact, if I wanted to watch the series in Chinese, French, Hindi, Indonesian, Korean, Portuguese, Russian, Spanish, Thai, English, or Japanese, I would still be in luck. This project has dubs in a lot of languages. I haven't personally heard any of them besides the original Japanese. Before all that, this project continues the theme of just how much fucking dedication there is for as many people to enjoy this as possible. I don't watch dubs very often for things, but I love that they exist for accessibility reasons when they are available. Some people just genuinely cannot do subtitles, and not because they don't like them, but for more serious reasons. We take it for granted, but not everyone can read like we can. Not everyone can process what they read at the speed required for subtitle enjoyment like we can. Or maybe their eyesight is ass. The list goes on, but you see my point. So I always applaud and welcome dubs to anything. I think it's a dope practice. Why is this random anime review in the middle of September the video I dropped my thoughts on dubs on, when it could be a whole video on in itself? I don't know. But we move. That might be a video in the future. The beauty of dubs. Moving on. The presentation visually cannot be praised enough. When anime does 3D in a way I find visually interesting, especially with an art style to accompany it that works so well within it, oh, I get giddy. I start shaking. I start foaming at the mouth. I start levitating off the ground. Adding on to that, it's aesthetically pleasing. The entire thing clearly being a futuristic setting, but still having a retro vibe, which may be due in part to the music involved. It feels very old school, but overall, this is an overused term, but I gotta say it. This series is a lot of heart in it. And with our forefront character designs just looking pleasing to the eye, it's just so fun to look at. This is a good, my eyes are blessed type of thing. So if you're not a huge CG anime guy, I say hold that thought. I know why that is a sentiment. I can't even blame you for hearing CG and going, but I feel it's just because people haven't seen one that clicks with them yet. I mean, shit, look at the recently released To Be Hero X. We are in the age where CG television productions, in my opinion, aren't an immediate turnoff. I specify television because, yes, movies have been doing this for a while, and I feel like it's only more recently that Eastern CG has really taken that step up in a longer form. I mean, like, yeah, Princess Mononoke had a CGI thing in it, but that was a movie, first off, and it was one part of the movie. It wasn't everything, not every character was this. But, we aren't in the age where we're watching shit like X-Arm. I mean, shit like that can still come out, but it seems like when opting for 3D things, there's a little bit more care in that. Or maybe I'm just being optimistic because I'm only watching the good ones and not the shit ones. And hey, as an Idol fan, I'm spoiled because they have great CG models for all the performances in the Idol anime. But it's nice to be able to hear the words 3D CGI anime and being able to be excited instead of being wary. So There we go. Although maybe that's because this is an original series, and like I just mentioned, for another good example, To Be Hero X is an original series. Because if a Tokyo Ghoul remake got announced with CG, no matter the quality, if it was like the best looking CG, but it's a 3D anime instead of the 2D that we're used to, would I be singing the same tune? I'm honestly not so sure. Like, genuinely, I would have to look at myself in the mirror and ask the hard questions. Because, yeah, it'd be pretty like, if it's a good 3D, like, it could be the best 3D thing in the world, and I'd probably enjoy it. But I think I'd rather take the best quality 2D for that as my favorite manga. So I'm like, could I blame people for not wanting 3D adaptations? And this is why I'm circling back to, like, I think it's easier to accept when it's an original series because you don't have anything to base it off of 2D wise. I'm going on tangents in this video, like the dub and I'm sorry. It's just I like talking about anime and shit behind it, man. I'm sorry. You notice that in these reviews, but that's not why we're here. We're here to glaze Milky Subway. Every part of this series becomes a million times more impressive when you see the credits. I know, not a super popular topic amongst media watchers, but look, the team's credits fit on one fucking screen. I don't know a thing about all the little pieces behind the scenes of making a project such as this, but I'm pretty sure this is a huge undertaking, and I would call it a huge success as well, and massively impressive. I know season 1 hasn't had the time to breathe yet, hasn't sat down and enjoyed a good day off of work yet, but I'm gonna need that season 2. Streets need it. Streets yearn for it. If we do get a season 2, I hope we get a sponsor for longer episodes. But that's just, the selfish, wishful thinking of myself. I still am extremely thankful for what we have gotten. Just saying, it would be pretty crazy, though. It would be pretty fucking nuts if we got, like, longer times in the episodes. Oh, man, that'd be nuts. But yeah, this is a pretty short review. It's easy when there's nothing to talk shit about, because this shit is fire. Basically, what I'm telling you is, so please check it out. I'm a huge fan. It won't even take you that long, and it's always fun to support smaller projects in general as opposed to the same giants of the industry each time. So go peep and let me know what you think after in the comments. And if you've already seen it, let me know what you think in the comments now. See, I'm using my fingers and shit, and yeah, I'm a active YouTuber instead of a boring sitting down guy now because I got hands. I don't know what that is. I just noticed I was doing a lot of this. But yeah, I'm out. Subscribe. Peace.